All right. So today we're gonna go talk about pickleball tier lists, and we have Justin, Levi, John, and your host Thomas. All right. So before we have the tier list, I want to ask you guys some questions because we want to make sure that everyone understands each other's biases. So I want to know how you guys feel between firm and flexible, and this is classified as like how much dwell a paddle has, and then how stiff or soft you prefer for your pickleball paddles. As in, this is how much feedback you get from it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Uh, John, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. So, in terms of for me, I think firm and flexible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I don't think I really care, to
Oh,
be
really?
honest.
You don't care about the dwell?
I mean, if it dwells, it dwells, right? I think I just care more about the performance of the paddle itself. Like, is it gonna, does it have good pop? Does it have good power? And like, I think like between these two, I mean, if I had to lean towards a side, I think probably more flexible. So like more dwell on a paddle. I mean, that's just all I've been using. I've been using foam paddles like for the past like month and a half now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for me, I've just gotten used to the flex, like the more of like dwell on the paddle, like being more flexible.
Mm-hmm.
And but I do have a bias towards stiff versus soft. I love a soft feedback. We're gonna go over in the tier list of what paddles have really good feedback, but man, I mean, if I can't feel where the ball is on my paddle,
Mm-hmm.
I feel weak. Like I feel like I'm not connected with the paddle. So definitely need a soft feedback. So yeah, those are my personal biases. But yeah, for sure need a soft, like really good feedback paddle.
Mm-hmm. All right, Levi, you're up next.
Well, I think for me, in terms of firm or flexible, I think I'm kind of right in between. I don't particularly prefer a firmer paddle, and I don't particularly prefer a lot of dwell on a paddle either. Having some is nice, but I don't think with the way I play, I've ever preferred one or the other. And then on stiff versus soft, I do want feedback on my paddle, but I don't know. I don't know if I prefer a lot of feedback, but I would say I would uh, lean more towards having more feedback than a stiffer paddle.
Okay.
Nice. All right, I guess I'll go
Yeah.
last. I do like a paddle that has a small bit of dwell, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. I think just because I'm used to like my main paddle, which is a generally um, like more on the firmer side and more on like the stiffer side.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am I tolerate that better, but I always think that I want a slightly softer paddle with a little more dwell. Um, but it seems like whenever I go to it, sometimes like I don't like paddles with too much dwell where it pockets the ball too much.
It just sucks it in there and just never leaves.
Yeah, yeah, and then I don't like paddles that are too soft where it's like I I don't feel enough feedback. I I I like the slight softness of like I don't like Kevlar as much right now
Mm-hmm.
because of like how it feels stiff on the paddle face. Um, but I kind of like the carbon fiber feel, and then um, I just need a little more like feedback. Like I don't like it when it's really muted.
So if I give you guys, let's say like a 1 to 10 for both categories, what would you guys put? So I'll put an example. So for me, like I prefer very like I like it to dwell a decent amount. So in terms of like say like one is for firm and stiff, and then 10 is for like flexible and soft. In terms of like flexibility, I want like a 7 where it dwells enough, but it doesn't like 10 where I'm imagining that it's just like it just cups the ball completely. And then for like I prefer it the other way for the feedback. I prefer a fairly stiff paddle, so I'm gonna put like 3 for stiff for me. Like I want that crisp, responsive feel, but I want it to dwell too. What about you, Jonathan?
Yeah, I think honestly, like honestly, I might lean like just like if 1 being firm,
Mm-hmm.
10 being like the most flexible in that range.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 4 or 5. I'm like around there, because
okay.
like there are paddles like the Crbn, that
Mhm.
has so much dwell, right? Like you can really shape that thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's just a little too much for me. In terms of stiff versus soft, man, I'm leaning like 7. Like if 1 being stiff, 1 being stiff and 10 being soft, dude, like 7. I'm like a 7. I need like that. I like that mushy feel on a paddle,
Really?
I kind of do. Well, I'll talk about it more like in like
The tier
my
list.
paddles, yeah, the tier list.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just for example, like the C45, dude, it feels kind of mushy. Like it feels great for
Okay.
me at least.
Yeah.
So having that soft feedback, I think it really just shows me like, oh, I hit that paddle in the sweet spot. It's like, oh, I really shanked that paddle or that hit.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I am a sucker for good feedback.
Okay.
I kind of like think of mushy being like not having enough feedback,
Yeah.
like
Mm.
having like that really hollow or maybe very kind of very like
It should be titanium feel, or it should be like the gearbox, like the GX, not the
Yeah.
new power.
yeah,
It's like the
it's kind of
Okay.
like it you can't
muted.
feel it. Yeah, it's very muted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like a muted paddle, like for sure. I
Okay,
don't
so you
like
kind of
that.
like the soft face, but still gives you that feedback.
Would you be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
at a
yeah,
5
like
then? I feel like.
yeah, then
Okay.
maybe like a 5, like because
Yeah.
like for instance, the Alshon paddle, like
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
hit that thing, man, that thing like is crispy. And I guess even for the C45, it feels a little like more mushy for me, but it's like it has that really good feedback.
Yeah,
So
I put like the C45 around like on
it's
the
like a
stiff
5.
like one to yeah, I would put it like almost in the middle where it's like it's
Okay.
just perfectly balanced right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe I couldn't like describe it well, but like I like that kind of feel. Like like
Okay.
gearboxes tend to be muted. I don't like that. I don't like that at
So
all.
you're gonna
Okay,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
want a lower
I would say
number then,
Gearbox is
right?
like
Yeah.
Gearbox GX2 is like a 10 on that scale where it's just like I can't feel
Yeah, it's
anything.
just too muted, bro. Like
Okay.
using it today, man. Like I was like, oh my gosh, can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Levi?
Well, I think it actually tends to be near the same for me. So, as I was saying, for firm versus flexible, I think I'm right in the middle, around about 5-ish area. And for stiff versus soft, I feel I really didn't like how muted that the GX2 is either.
Mm-hmm.
It's very muted. I'm pretty sure that is probably my least favorite paddle that I've tried out of all of them. So, but I don't want to like completely feel the ball. I think I'm gonna end up being at like a 5, somewhere between 4, 5, and 6. I really don't know where to place myself there. It's really hard for me to determine that. I don't know if I have a specific preference too much.
I mean, that's
Probably
perfect
5.
then, because that means that you're probably gonna be the least biased reviewer for us then, because you don't have a preference.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I hate how muted the that GX2 is. So I just know that. That's the one thing I know for sure, that I just can't stand that. So it can't be like that.
All right. Cool. I think that's good to know, like how we go for it. I didn't want to go into talk about like forgiveness or like power, that because that's like all like performance based, and that's a different topic. I just wanted to discuss like how we personally like how the feel of the paddle is. All right, so let's go to the actual main segment now, where we're actually talking about the tier list. So on the screen right here, we have about 25 paddles. I think some of them are like mislabeled, my bad. But then let's go through each of them and like let's just put a like our tier list. However, every tier list is different, and for disclaimer purposes, I want to like discuss you guys like how do we want to actually rank these paddles, so that way we know like to the viewers like, hey, this is how we're looking at it, and not like oh anything else. The only thing I would personally prefer is like to just take value out of it, because I think that the value side is easily something that the viewers can just determine for themselves, right? We're not financial advisors. We shouldn't tell them like, oh, buy this or buy that. We're just telling like, this is how we feel about it. You know, here's what we're baiting on. Make your own financial decisions on your own.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. I would say strictly like performance based. I'm sure like as we rank them, do you want to do like a personal ranking for each paddle or just like one general ranking amongst all of us?
I think we should like use all of our ratings together and like average them out
Okay.
a bit. So like, let's say you're like S, Levi is S, I'm like B, and John's like C. Then it's probably gonna be like around A. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. That
We
sounds
I
good.
definitely want like an agreed consensus, right?
Yeah. I think we should talk about performance of the paddle as well as generally how the paddle generally feels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that will be sufficient to rank today.
So how are we gonna determine performance then? Like, what is your guys' opinion of a good performing paddle?
Uh, Me personally, I honestly um, really put forgiveness in a high regard.
Mm-hmm.
Not because like, you know, um, like I'm incapable of hitting a sweet spot, but during uh, like hands battles and stuff, like you can't always guarantee a perfect hit on that sweet spot. So having a little bit of forgiveness, especially up at the net, I think is important.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would say like power and pop would probably be some, and spin will be some, you know, important metrics to consider. But I think, at least for me, it's a little less important because as I hit these paddles, I feel like, like it's kind of like almost like plateaued because of restrictions as to how powerful a paddle can get anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and you can kind of sometimes make up for that lack of power with your own swing.
Right, so it's
Yeah,
definitely diminishing returns for how much power output you have.
yeah, and there's also diminishing returns for how stable a paddle could be, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Anyone else have any opinions on what is a good performing paddle?
I feel like I'll talk about it more as I go through the tier list, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question about: do you want to value durability for these paddles, or are we just strictly saying, hey, this is performance wise?
And honestly, just performance wise,
Okay.
I think any competitive sport, man, you run through stuff, shoes,
Yeah,
gear, anything, man. They never last,
Mm-hmm.
They never
yeah, that
last.
makes sense. Putting durability in here, like at some point, not everyone can do it, but a good chunk of people are going to be swapping out paddles, going to new paddles. A new paddle comes out, they're gonna switch anyways. They're not. They're A lot of people aren't just Some people will be holding them on because okay, this is the paddle I like. This is what I'm gonna stick with, and play with it for a long time. Some people won't do that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
looking at it like adding durability to this just won't really matter as much. It's just better to look at it performance wise because of that.
Okay.
And usually, if it's egregious, like it's usually F tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
if
true.
it's something ridiculous, if it's like, oh, okay, after one night of playing, it goes bad. All right, then there's an issue. But
Yeah.
that's typically not what we're looking at here. Not
Yeah,
what
I
we're
think
seeing.
that's a manufacturing issue at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's not even
Yeah.
worth like mentioning at that point.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, I would agree. Durability is just not something I would really consider. Like, there's always new tech coming out, and
Exactly.
also, unless you're playing like as if it's your job, where you're like doing this every single day for like 8 hours or something like that. Like I haven't actually broken a paddle before. Like I've never core crushed a paddle, and I play like 4 times a week, 3 hours each day. Like yeah, so I mean, maybe I just don't hit hard enough.
No, you could just
I
be
mean,
lucky as well too.
That
I mean,
too, I could be lucky.
from out of all of us, I think there's only been a very minimal amount of paddles that have ever been core crushed or anything like that. So it's just so small a number that it really doesn't factor in.
Yeah, Tomo's the only one that had to deal with the Yolos breaking on his end.
That's
For
true.
like
yeah.
a week.
Yeah, that's such a small.
Dude, I'm just unlucky with paddles sometimes. That's all.
I think it only happens to you, Tomo. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's definitely not
only you.
power. I do not generate that in power.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So we're just gonna go based on performance only then. And I think we should also make a point to all the viewers as well that this is what we think like general performances, because pros can play with like almost anything, just kick our butts anyways. So like whatever they play doesn't really matter. It's just
Yeah.
their own
That's
preferences.
very true. But that's
Should we make
also
a
another
disclaimer
That's
about
also
our,
another
like,
reason why
skills?
durability doesn't apply too often, because if
Yeah.
we want to bring in pros, right? Pros typically swap out their paddles every 2 tournaments or so.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always going to need new paddles. So durability doesn't really just factor in. They use it for their performance anyways.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
One more disclaimer too. These are the paddles that we have at least tried. We will have more in an updated future tier list, but these are just the ones that we've collectively tried on our own already too. And we're not affiliated with any of these right now for the Nobody Asks podcast. So this is just purely our own opinion that nobody asked for. All right.
Yeah.
So first one we have is the Selkirk Luxx.
S. Sorry.
We have the Selkirk bias person right here. The
All
Selkirk.
right.
Sam.
So do you think you can
Yeah, can you share your
share.
screen?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, I can go on and on about Selkirk's legacy,
please don't?
but no, we're doing the Lux first, right? It was the Lux. I just heard Selkirk and I just said S. So
Just because that Selkirk stands for S.
yeah. Are we doing the Lux first?
Yeah, we're doing the Luxx first.
Okay. I think I could talk about this. So I actually owned the Lux. I owned the Lux when it first came out. Like this was like during like the hype of like Selkirk's Lux. Honestly,
Are you rating it right now or back then?
I'm rating it now.
Okay, right now.
I could talk about back then, but I think it's more beneficial for like the now. But
Mhm.
I can talk about it a little bit more. But right now, in my opinion, this is a B tier paddle. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's not powerful. Honestly, it's not that powerful. I think like the new models have gotten a little bit more powerful, and they've got the new Infinigrid on it. So
Yeah.
I think the old models would have been a C, but I think with this little upgrade, I bump it up. Because I heard it still kind of plays the same.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a great sweet spot. It's really mushy. It's usually mushy. And in terms of power, it's not that powerful. It's definitely like if you are a control player, like you'll probably enjoy this. So I think with that in mind, I think comparing it to the rest of like these other paddles, I put it probably around a B. Could argue C, but I think B would be. I think it belongs in B, like middle of the pack.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I was actually okay with putting it at A.
Really?
Okay, the reason why is because if I'm looking at like a pure control paddle, which is not in meta in my opinion, because we switched to like this power thing.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of a control paddle, it's really, really good for like control shots, and it's like very soft. I feel like the sweet spot's pretty good, and it has crazy spin. It has so much grit.
Yeah.
Issue?
Infinigrid, right?
No. Like the old one.
Oh, even the old one.
The old ones, the old Selkirk has insane grit. The problem was like they never last. because they're the spray-on grit. So like
Yeah.
initial grit is like insane. So like everyone is saying no durability counted, no value. If just like playing like fresh
Yeah. Yeah. Off the box.
off
Yeah.
the box.
I can. Honestly, I can agree with you. I could, with that view in mind, I think I could bump it up to an A.
Yeah, I'll put it at a B for now, and then we'll see like how the other paddles stack up. But
Yeah.
like, I actually think it's actually a lot better than people think. So
Yeah. I think it just got memed on because it's, Selkirk. Right?
yeah, and this is also like durability put aside too,
Yeah.
and value because it is a very expensive paddle.
Yeah, I've only played with that like one time, and all I can remember is that it felt very hollow to me. I don't know if this is the
Yeah,
signal, but
it is very hollow.
very hollow. The feedback is pretty soft.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it's like mushy.
yeah, so I wasn't a fan, but it is for like how big it looks, pretty light
Mm-hmm.
in so fairly maneuverable.
It's 20
But I would
millimeters.
also put it in like a B,
Yeah.
if just based on one game though. Like I obviously don't have a great
Yeah. Yeah.
breadth of experience on that paddle.
Levi, have you used this paddle?
I have never even touched that paddle, so I have no idea.
This is
I
before
have
your
nothing
time.
to input on that.
Before his
I
time.
only recently started this year, so yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
Power
cool.
Air.
Yes.
Never used it. I'm sorry.
I see.
All right.
Dude,
This is where we're going.
I'm the Selkirky jerky fan, all right?
I'm gonna put it
So
at a C.
Yeah, honestly,
Only-
yeah, you're
only-
right. You're
only
right.
because of the huge influx of current paddles right now. I think.
Yeah.
Like I love this paddle. I love how it feels. I love how like responsive it is. But it's definitely very low in the sweet spot because of that hole.
Yeah.
And
It does look like it has like barely any paddle face.
yeah, and it's not as powerful as the other paddles anymore now. So it is like for a power paddle back at that time, it was awesome because like it was light.
Yeah.
It like had so much pop. You add a lot of weight onto it. It has a lot of power. But like now you have all these power paddles, so like you don't need to add like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. Dude, back in the day, dude, maybe like a year ago, dude, everyone had this. Though.
Everyone did.
This was the meta. And now it's like either like the very new people coming into pickleball, they see this and they're like, it looks sick, because it looks sick.
It
Like,
is
that
a really
design
cool
is sick.
paddle.
And it's like the senior citizen paddle. So
It's okay.
Did this one
Yeah.
come out before the Lux?
it
I
came
think
out
so,
before
yeah.
the Lux.
It
Yeah,
came-
it was before
Oh,
the Lux.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But honestly, it had its time. But yeah, I agree with C.
Because the reason why I definitely think it's that low, because the next one we're gonna talk about.
Okay, this
No,
one
no.
is actually S. This one's actually S, and I don't care. I don't care what y'all say, but
Yeah, I played like 2 games with it. I think it belongs up there for the amount of like power and pop and control and spin it has. Like, it's even like with the elongated stock, it has amazing forgiveness for its shape, and like it's hard to beat.
yep.
It really is. I agree. My time playing with it the past couple of weeks has been it's taking a little bit more time for me to dial it in, but it's been great. It's such a good paddle for what it is, and it's forgiving. It has a massive sweet spot, and some of the areas that you would like for me, I would consider not to be a sweet spot can technically be a sweet spot on this paddle. It's just so good for me.
I hate.
think,
I
how
just
good it
I
is.
guess the one thing I would pick at is I wish it had just a little bit more grit, and that's about it.
What? All right,
Ooh,
we're
that's
gonna have
controversial.
to.
But let
We're gonna
let
have
me
to do
say
a spin
something.
test
Yeah.
though. We'll do some
Yeah.
spin tests later on to confirm this, but
Let me say one thing though. So we got to say that Levi uses the wide body. I use the elongated.
That's true. Yes.
I use the cultural pick. I went for the
Oh.
elongated for the culture.
Oh, is that what it
it
is?
It was for the culture, dude. You see Labs. Listen, I was a Labs 002 user, and it was elongated, you know. So started
Wait a minute,
elongated.
based on that
yeah.
picture, is the Power Air a wide body?
Oh,
Like,
so
that's
all these pictures, they're
yeah.
gonna have like all the shapes included though. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't. I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if
yeah,
that
yeah.
like was just set to
Just
that
like
one.
a general.
no, yeah.
So when I'm using this, I'm maining this paddle personally, so there's a lot of bias going on. But I'm trying to be as objective as possible, dude. Spin is crazy, power is insane, shaping the ball is amazing. Like
No,
even for the
I
elongated,
agree
yeah,
with all that.
yeah. Even in the elongated, the sweet spot is massive. It is
Yeah.
huge. But I will say, if you need to
Wide body
really be
better.
careful. No, 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 no. The culture pit. You need to make sure that because when you do your resets on this and you dink, this thing will fly. So you got to be really careful with the pop on it when you're
Yes.
trying to do your resets and dinks. And
It
dude,
is also the issue of what I brought up when I said I needed to still dial it in a bit.
yeah. So
I'm
And-
getting there, but it's taking a bit more control on my part to fully master the paddle.
yeah.
So
Hey,
to
but
speak.
if
And
us two fives can do it, anyone can, right?
that's what I'm saying. Now we're
Oh
5-0.
well, unfortunately, I'm a 1-3, so
But I just gotta say one last thing to all those reviewers saying you gotta be 4 or 5 to use this, dude. That is disgusting. If you got that shmoney, you spend it, dude. Don't
No,
matter
no,
what rank
we're
you
not
are.
putting financial advice. No, we're not. We're clipping that out. No, no financial advice.
No, I'm calling out the
No.
reviewers, dude. They can suck it, dude.
No, regarding to like the whole power paddle thing and saying like people shouldn't control it. One thing I would like to like bring out is a lot of reviewers, in my opinion, they test so many paddles and let's say like from a range of like 0 to 100 power scaling. So naturally for them, they're not gonna like playing with the 100% pot towel, right? Because like that's like so much to control versus like a lot of them they like to play around like the 75 percentile, 80, 90 percentile at most, because that's like the average, like that's around where all the power is. So for them, like they're used to that. But then when they switch to like a power paddle that's like the 100 percentile, like there's nothing else like that, right? Like you're playing a top tier like high end power. So like if you're like someone that like, hey, I got a paddle, like a beginner that plays with it, like how would they know like, oh, this is too powerful for me? Like they won't know. They're just gonna play it and then they're like, oh, it hits really hard if I do this. All right, I'm not gonna do that. Like they're gonna learn quickly. Like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say like I think when I play with this paddle, I really do need to like dial it back. I'm like hitting like 60% on drives. Yeah, just so I could get a good form on it because
But that's realistic.
Yeah.
All you're supposed to use anyways. Still, when you're playing this game, like you don't need
Yeah.
that much power in this sport. If anything, by lowering your power output, like you have more control of your placement. So like now you have power plus control because you're like, oh, instead of like having to like do a full range motion for it, oh, I can like use like a little less, and then I could like have a little more wiggle room with how much I have. I don't know. I think it's a different perspective that I think people should take a look at.
yeah, I'll put it in S tier. But I will say, I don't think I can shape the ball as well with this paddle just because it pops so fast.
Yeah, it
I think
definitely
it
flames
comes
out.
off the paddle face a little
Yeah,
fast. So
I agree.
it's a little bit harder to fully shape the ball for that. Yes.
Dude,
yeah,
I don't
it's
know
like
about
I can't
y'all.
really do a banana serve or whatever. It's
Dude,
harder
I've
for
been
me.
maybe it's just for me, but dude, I've been shaping the ball crazy with this one. I don't know. Maybe it's just
It's good
the way
top
I'm hitting
spin
the ball.
for sure,
Yeah.
but like I can't grab the ball and make it like
Do something. Do
Yeah.
something. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's put it S.
Yep.
And
All right, move on. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
let's go.
Pro 4, like all of them, from the Scorpius to even the Magnus to
I-
Hyperion. And
It's
the
gotta
Okay.
be.
Okay, I think the Perseus and the Scorpius are like S tier, and I think the Hyperion's A tier.
I agree with you. And the what was the other one? The Magnus is C tier.
Oh yeah, the Magnus. Yeah, I don't. It's just
We can even put it in D. Nobody wants that.
yeah, I've never seen anyone have.
Don't waste your money on it.
I've seen one person have it. Two.
Oh, yeah.
Two.
But I think it's safe to say. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, this is what like. I mean, if you're a high level, like
most people are using the Pro 4. You know.
Yeah,
So,
it's reliable. It's not too much power. It's not too much pop. You can good like
I would leave it as. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good like feel off the paddle face. Like you
Yeah,
get a good amount of feedback. It's not too
Mhm.
soft. Good decent spin,
Hmm.
decent weight, decent
Yep.
sweet spot. Like it's just all good all around, and yeah, like
This is a gold standard
there's
for
a
sure.
reason.
It's
Yeah.
just straight up the
Yeah,
gold standard paddle.
it's the,
right
it's
now.
in, yeah.
Every
You
paddle's
cannot
getting
go
compared to
wrong with
it. It's
Yeah,
literally every paddle just
yeah.
gets compared to this.
I was actually just about to say that. Right now, every paddle just needs to that paddle is the bar currently. I mean, those paddles are the bar currently.
Yep.
That's
Those are the-
true. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, how hard does it hit compared to the boomstick now?"
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
every single time I see a comparison, they're comparing it to the Joola now. All the new paddles, they compare it to the Joola Pro 4s. I don't see them compare it to an 11.6 paddle or anything like that. They always compare it to the Joola Pro 4s now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, like 75% of the player
Yeah.
population has one, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, very easy to use it as a reference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
the
when you're
mod
buying like
phase.
shoes. You know, when you're buying shoes, it's like how does it size compared to a Nike Air Force One? Because everyone got Air Force Ones, right? It's Eula is the Nike Air Force One, bro. That's what it is. It is the Air Force Ones.
That's fair. Okay. Carbon
Moving on.
TFGs. 1 through 4.
Dude,
A.
1 to 3 is B, 4 is A.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll put around A, B as well too.
Honestly,
I
I don't
think-
like it that much. I think I would put it in a
Yeah.
B tier.
Real-
for
I
me.
gotta go. I have to go A because it's better than the Lux.
It is
in my
better.
opinion,
Can you
it's-
just move it like above the Lux but in B? You can do that, right?
What about Levi? Levi, what do you have it at? Because you could be the
This is the carbon TFGs.
yeah.
I haven't really played too much with. Oh no, I played a couple games with
It's the
them.
first ones that you try.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
or something.
exactly. So I didn't like at the time, since I was just getting into the game. I didn't really have a full opinion on paddles yet.
Mhm.
But for the couple of games that I did play with it, I do recall that I didn't really like it myself. It was probably because it might have been the same issue as the one of the other paddles that I was having an issue with, where I felt like it was a little too muted, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't fully recall because again, it's been a while since I played with one, but yeah, it
Yeah,
could be
almost has that-
because it was too muted, so I didn't like it as much.
It did have
I-
that kind of dense feeling for me. Like
I
it,
think yeah.
yeah, that too.
It
Actually,
does have
yes,
a
I
dense feeling.
recall that.
I think me and Tom are the only ones that like it.
So where did everyone place this one at?
I put A.
Well,
I put B.
Justin has B and A because he likes the 4.
yeah, the 4 is decent with weight.
Yeah.
Have you
need
tried
a
the
weight-
Four.
weight
The
on that.
4 is the most recent one we tried.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah,
correct?
the 4 is the most recent one.
Okay, I do recall like that was one of the ones that I did play, and it was a lot better than the 3s, right? So the 4
1,
is
2,
a
and
lot
3,
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 is a lot better than the 1, 2, and 3. I think I would probably put it at a B. It wasn't good enough for me to like it that much, but it was decent just because of the 4. The 3, 1, 2, and 3, I'd probably put in a C.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I just
Well,
didn't. It's just again,
Whoa.
these are biases. I just didn't
Yeah.
like them at all. So
Do we need to move the other 2 Selkirks down to C and D
Well,
and then just
wait.
put
I will put
T?
I'll put the TFG as a whole in B because in terms of like performance wise, I kind of agree, but we don't have anything in A yet, so I'm okay with just putting it A for now.
wow, that's okay.
it'd be a low A, but like
Yeah, it could be like just the 4 could be a low A, but
just, like,
the
Dang,
not
yeah.
I like the 4.
Yeah.
I really like the 4.
I use the
4
one.
is
man.
carrying
good.
the other 3. That is it.
okay, but the weight is too heavy still. I would say like
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's still a little hefty. The 4 is the only one that's not hefty, and you can add weight to it, which is why it felt
Yeah.
better.
Even stock it felt better though. I think the 2 I got was so heavy. Like mine
Yeah,
was-
you got unlucky, bro. You got
mine
so
was
unlucky.
heavy.
Yeah,
It
I
felt
just
like
think
Thor's hammer out the
personally,
box.
it's better than the Luxx. Like it's better than the Luxx.
It is. I would say it is better than Lux, but
Maybe like we could put it in
Yeah.
front of the Luxx, but I think for now let's just put it for A.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay, yeah,
okay if you guys want to put in B later because we got a lot of paddles to go
Yeah.
through.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Well, actually, do you want to
Paddletek's.
describe why we put it in where we put it?
It's just better than the Luxx for now, you know.
I mean, it seems like we kind of like it though, because overall, it was the first foam paddle. Oh, okay. History aside, we're
foam.
going just based on performance wise. I
Yeah,
think
like,
it still has good spin. It has decent power. Like, my only issue with it is like, because of the fiberglass is like kind of square, it kind of ruins the feel for it and the consistency. That's why I don't like it as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And also, it's
Some
heavy.
people's, yeah, I think it's heavy. I agree with the inconsistency. Some people say that they don't feel it, but I feel like it does definitely do it. Like if you
Mhm.
hit that sweet spot, it can launch the ball.
Mhm.
But if you don't hit it perfectly square in that sweet spot, that square patch, like it feels normal. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's move. Let's
Yep.
move on. We got a lot of paddles.
It's okay. So the Paddletek Bantam series, the TKO, the ESQ, ALW, and I guess we haven't tried the GTO yet. So
Yeah, no, we haven't.
yeah.
I'm cool with it being either A or B.
I think it's a B tier. Or I think it's actually. I honestly hate how unforgiving it is,
It is a very
I
unforgiving
agree.
paddle.
and
I
like
completely agree.
I think I'm pretty good at hitting sweet spot, but like I don't know. I don't enjoy the feel. It's just too harsh. Even when you're hitting the sweet spot, like unless you hit that
Yeah.
like square on, it will feel a little harsh.
So I had a joke with my friends. I don't know if you guys ever. This is like a super nerd moment, but I used to play Super Smash Bros. Melee,
Mhm.
and Marth. If you hit
Oh,
if
the
you hit
tip.
someone with the tip, I called it the Marth tipper. So when I had the Alshon paddle, and then I let my friends use it, and I hit that crisp spot, I'll tell them, dude, I just did a Marth tipper. So it's like, but you have to hit the spot, you know. Like
Yeah.
if you use Marth's sword in the middle, it's so useless, you know. You gotta go
Yeah.
for the tipper. So that's the drawback. It's if you're always hitting the tipper, A tier. But let's be real. I mean, like most people aren't, right?
Yeah.
Like even me.
Yeah.
We're right. We're
And-
going
and
based on
honestly,
general.
if you're like gonna compare to all these other paddles nowadays with like similar power and like a huge sweet spot, like it's kind of lost its edge, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't compare.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
A year
I
ago,
barely
it
even
would've been
play
A.
with it, but I like just trying it, hitting it around a few times. I could tell how harsh it is. It's just not
Yeah.
worth it.
But
It's
it's
yeah.
fun.
It is fun. It
It's
is
so
the most
fun.
It is a
satisfying
fun
paddle.
pedal.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gotten outclassed. A year ago, I would have put it probably A or S, but
Mhm.
times have changed.
Yeah. All right. Proton Flamingo. I didn't really get too much experience with this one, to be honest.
I'm
Me
pretty
neither.
biased
Yeah.
against Proton, not gonna
Me
lie.
too. Me too.
Whoa,
But
whoa.
Unfortunately for me as well, because I barely gotten to try the Flamingo, and I've only gotten to play with the Roadrunner, and I hated the Roadrunner.
I think I
So,
played the Flamingo like 5 games, and from what I remember, it has a okay sweet spot. It's obviously elongated. It's a little head heavy. Has decent power. Has a decent sweet spot. But I think
Those-
it doesn't really like shine in any particular way.
Mm-hmm.
So it just feels very average for what it is, and
It's B,
Um,
right? It's got to be B.
I would put it B.
I
yeah,
think so too.
I would
I think
actually
the
put
Lu-
it.
I think it's better than the Luxx to be. I think the Luxx is better than the Flamingo to be honest.
I think so too.
Okay,
Honestly,
for
I don't
sure.
like. I do not like the Flamingo.
Dang.
It's
But
just
once it's broken
so-
in, it is powerful. But like, it just
Yeah.
does not feel great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like swinging that thing, it just doesn't feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
GX2 Power.
Mm.
Not the previous
I
one.
put it. I
Oh,
put it A.
You put it
Oh,
A.
do you want to do GX2 first?
No, okay. It's already said that way. We'll just do the GX2 Power first.
Okay.
Is GX2 Power the one I've been using?
Yes.
Yeah.
S.
I would put it. Honestly, I would put it either an S or A. Honestly,
It's S or A, but it's better than the Carbon True Foam.
I think
I'll
it's better, in my opinion, than the Yola.
Yes, I
Oh,
agree.
no.
I think it's better than the Yola, and
Whoa.
it's definitely better than the True Foam. And listen,
Definitely better. True
I
Foam.
know I said I don't like the feel of it. It's so muted. But after it broke in and I used it today because Ida was using my boomstick, it just played like a boomstick, just a little bit weaker. And I think I think it performs a little bit better than the Yola because I think it has a little bit bigger sweet spot than the Yola.
Is it
It
the spin
can't-
also better
yeah.
too?
Spin,
Yeah,
I would
spin's
say
okay.
the spin's better. The dwell is insane.
Is it
on
the
that
grit
pedal.
better though too? Because the Yolas aren't that gritty.
Yolas
I
are
would
pretty
say the-
smooth.
I actually don't really notice
Oh yeah,
grit as
good thing you brought
much.
that up because I completely forgot to say I wish I already wish the boomstick had a little bit more grit. The Eulas I wish had a lot more grit.
Dude, I feel like my boomstick is so.
Dude, my boomstick was grittier than the
I mean, when we get to the
Honolulu's.
next, I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I see it. When we get to one of the paddles, that I'll bring it up. Why I feel the way I feel about that. But to stick with the GX2 Power, I haven't tried it since it's been broken in. I hear
It
that
plays a lot better.
from what you guys told me, it's one of those paddles that needs to be broken in order to fully utilize how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten the opportunity to try that yet. I've played it when when we first got it, and I hated the paddle. So I was
don't think-
instantly going to put it in D tier. But
I don't think your opinion would change much because it still feels very similar.
oh,
It's just the
okay.
performance is like you can notice that it hits harder for sure, and
Okay.
it dwells more. But feeling wise, it still feels very muted.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
and-
if that's the case, you guys who are able to play with more muted paddles or are okay with them, I can see where you guys want to put it. I'm just gonna stick with my opinion on not liking it at all. So I mean, I would just say D tier, but obviously doesn't make sense. It's just on my bias. So
Yeah.
I actually I would put it in S tier, and I also don't like muted paddles, but that one
Oh,
just
wow.
performs really well. Like
Yeah.
Remember,
it
we're
just-
trying to keep our bias
yeah.
away from it though. Like if we're just
I
talking
am,
about pure
yeah.
performance
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah.
well
better
then
performance.
okay then my opinion won't matter because I haven't had to try it after it's been broken in. Once I've tried it when it's broken in, and we go over this again at some point, then I might change my mind.
We're also
Yeah.
gonna rate these based on like at the peak potential of these paddles. What's you so like let's say like what some of the
Yeah.
other ones like need weight to be activated. Like once you add, let's say like you get the weight set up too. Like how does it perform after that too? So
Okay,
for
yeah.
this one, like if you break it in, or whatever, like how is it?
S. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I'll
gotta
put
be
it
S.
S. Yeah.
It's gotta be S.
All right. The other one though, the one that came before this, the GX2, which is
Ugh.
super muted.
Oh god.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. Like I would actually, honestly, I think I liked it more than TFG's.
Really?
I think their power wasn't that bad, and I would actually think it's comparable to a TFG's in power. It's a lot softer, I would say, than the TFG, and muted in a different way. You know, like TFGs feel dense. This one feels like wispy almost. You know.
I mean, I would feel like I would perform better with TFG 4 than any of the Gearbox GX2.
Yeah, I mean, 4 aside, I just think the gap between the TFG4 and all the other TFGs is so big.
Well,
I-
okay, just choose your favorite for the TFG then.
Well, then I put below the TFG4.
Okay, I'm
sure.
okay with putting it maybe at A, maybe B. I don't know. I wanted to like this one so much, but
Yeah, it's very muted. And if the GX2 is like, honestly, it's probably one of the most muted paddles I've ever played with. So I'd put that like at 9 at least, like for muted feeling.
Mhm.
And then I would put the GX2 Power at like an 8, maybe like a 7.5.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
this paddle was more muted than the power.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's super.
Oh,
muted.
wow.
It's
Okay.
so
It's
muted.
very muted.
I think
So let me get an understanding of for the muted feeling between these two. On the TFG 1, 2, and 3, how muted would you say those were? On a
Those
scale of 1 to 10.
felt more dense to me. I could still feel a little feedback. It just felt like
six or seven.
It
Six or
was-
seven
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, it was relatively close. Okay, I can see me not liking this paddle either. And this is one of the paddles that I never got to
let's-
try because it's before my time, I believe.
Oh yeah, I think you would
Besi-
definitely not like that paddle at all.
Besides the muteness, like let's just talk about performance, right? So I think like performance wise, it's like A or B.
I mean, performance-wise, I
opinion.
think it's B still, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah.
I would feel comfortable putting it B. It's
It's somewhere
not the most
I don't know
powerful,
if
not the
we're
most
putting-
spinny, but it's
Yeah, that's a good spot.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I still think it's better than Bantam for sure.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Some
Justin, here you
biases
go.
here.
Oh,
There you go,
yeah.
Justin. There you go,
Okay.
Justin.
S tier immediately. I tried all these paddles and I can't let go of the Flare Prime X. I just can't. It's just the
Guy.
best one out there. It's the best
It's funny.
guy.
This
The
guy.
first few times I played pickleball, before I actively wanted to try to get better at the game, Thomas let me use one of these paddles. Let me try one of these paddles, and I actually enjoyed the paddle. Also, I didn't prefer it over the paddles I ended up with when I started being an active player, but it was actually a decent paddle. I liked it a lot.
It definitely
Yeah.
held through the test of time, surprisingly, because it's almost been a year since it's been released, and I still think it's actually really good performance-wise still. Especially that I guess like the grid varies depending on. I heard that the grid varies.
Yeah, if you got a later production, I think it lasts longer.
but even at the
'cause mine-
peak grid though.
At peak grit, I mean, when it's new, the grit is insane.
Yeah. So
Yeah, especially if you got the later production ones, like
Mhm.
where they improved the grit, it's really gritty. And I mean, I've been playing with mine for like what, over 6 months now,
mhm.
like as my main, and I can still like really feel that grit, but like, yeah, I don't know, maybe I don't hit hard enough.
I will put it between S and A, to be honest, because I still think that it is very underrated, and I think that everyone let try so far, they've like, oh, I've let them
Yeah,
try
they're, like,
all these
surprised.
paddles, and they're like, oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah, it just has a good response. Like, it feels a little stiff, but it's not too stiff, not too like. There's a little bit of dwell, but not too much. I would say it's a lower end of dwell though, and it is on the stiffer side. Power wise, it's gotta be like all court, maybe upper all court.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, these new paddles nowadays like trump it in power easily.
Yeah, it's definitely awkward now.
But it is a very lightweight paddle that you can customize. Swing weight is very fast. And twist weight is decent. Like, stability is decent. If you add a little bit of weight on it, since it comes in stock really light, you can up that twist weight by quite a bit. But like, yeah, it's just solid. I would put it in A.
Okay.
Whether or not I put it above the TFG or below, I don't know, because like the 4 is really good, and it's 4 similarly, like you can customize it to add
Yeah,
twist weight and stuff
I
like
would say
that.
they're about the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did play very similar. It's just the TFG is heavier. Yeah,
The Vatic Pro Prism. We could put the Pro Prism, the carbon fiber one, like the old ones, together, I guess. I'll put this one down too. This because I feel like the orange one that people don't play as much. I think a lot of people remember the purple Vatic Pro Prism, and later on the Saga. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
just do
think-
these ones.
This is like your gateway to pickleball paddle. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your first.
This is the
budget paddle.
gateway, and
I think it's fair to say B. Like honestly, it's just solid. You know, it's a solid paddle.
Yeah.
If I
I'd say
remember it
it's-
correctly, I agree.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, it's just the most solid paddle. Like if you're like, okay, I mean, it might be getting outclassed more because now I'm not trying to consider price, but people will say like, oh, the price is great. But besides all that, I remember just using it. I was like, dang, this is really good. Like it does everything really well. And it's just solid. You know, it's like the middle of the pack.
All right.
Can't
I would
go
actually
wrong.
put it in C. I think it's been
Really?
outclassed heavily now by all of these paddles.
We'll keep it on B right now because I think some other paddles will be like a little contender, and we'll like see how we feel about it later on.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
Let's go to the Saga because
Biased.
Saga I was gonna put
I'm
in B.
biased. I'm biased with the Saga, but A or B.
I would in B.
I'd put it in B also.
yeah, it's a solid
I
one
would
for
say
sure.
it is solid. I know I was going to talk about durability, but it just seemed like they were having some issues with production at some point.
Well, for the Saga ones, they had very little like issues.
Oh, we just got unlucky.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
I think the owner showed us the statistics. I was like one of the very like 1 or less than 3% or something.
But I just feel like I didn't like the feel of the paddle very much. It didn't give me the amount of power or pop that I thought I would get for Saga line.
Oh, you're right. I'm
You
gonna
know,
put
like
it right
it just
here.
wasn't really. It was honestly for me a little bit disappointing.
You know what? I
Um,
will say this too, because I totally forgot, and this is also like going on like a recurring trend that Vatic seems to have. They have such a high swing rate for their paddles.
yeah, yeah.
I forgot about this, but like one of the issues I have with this, like it feels good. The power, pop, consistency is like pretty good. The sweet spot's not too bad, but they're always so head heavy for some reason. Like I think their elongated long handle is like over 124 swing weight. That's insane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I didn't enjoy playing with them.
I just
That's
need to
just my
say,
opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just need to say I played my best pickleball ever with this paddle. I don't know if you guys remember that day. Someone, do you remember that day?
Yeah. I mean the response is great. Like when you're on it,
Yeah.
you're on it, but like I think you also
It's
would get tired with it though, just because like the boomstick is like 118, 119 for swing weight.
yeah, yeah.
Like this is
Yeah, think about like trying to play against the people you play against now. Like John, like with that swing weight, you're gonna be countering as fast, you know?
yeah.
And I'm 5'0". I don't know. It don't matter. Give me any of those paddles.
Don't
Give me
matter.
that. Give me that Power Air. No, but like honestly though, yeah, it's a B tier. But I will say I did play my best pickleball ever with it that one day.
Maybe it was just you that day. It wasn't the paddle. Maybe it was just you.
So you
Yeah,
you had
yeah,
the
maybe.
power.
Yeah, it's my skill level.
All right.
Never the paddle.
Olympus. Uh I
I could put it in either high B or A, low A.
really? You like it that much?
Yeah, I think it felt also more on the hollow-ish side, right? If I recall correctly.
I definitely just
Or
remember it was really stiff. That's all.
it was very stiff.
It was so stiff.
But once
Uh,
it's broken in, it's not too bad. I don't know.
I think it got
Or
outclassed by
it wasn't
obviously the
hollow. It had
momentum.
that what is it? That kind of like trampoline effect.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I played the Olympus, but I think the power was good. The sweet spot was decent. If durability is out of the question, then it performed pretty solidly.
I think it's like around the Bantam level in my opinion, though. I feel
Oh,
like
you know what? Yeah, I would agree actually. Yeah,
It
I would
has
put it
bigger
near
sweet
Bantam.
spot though than the Bantam though. You know?
Yeah, I would put it above the Bantam for me.
Yeah, I
personally.
put it above the Bantam.
sure. All right, the 11624 Jellybean series.
I love this series. I honestly like when all the power paddles were coming out, I was like, oh, I need to find a power paddle. And I played with the Jellybean. I was like, do I need a power paddle? It is actually a very decent paddle. I mean, I played with the Pegasus, so there's tons of twist weight on that thing. It's like what, like 7.5 4 or something. It's like high 7, or no, not high 7, but yeah, like low 7s maybe. And the grit is decent. The it's like doesn't have like a ton of dwell, but for some reason I was shaping that my shots like
No, it's a good paddle
crazy.
for sure. Yeah.
Dude,
Like you can
you
put
remember?
so much topspin on that I was like, I was basically speeding up like every shot I could get at the net, and it would still go in.
The Jellybean on mine had so much grit, Tomo. Then the one that you sold me,
Yeah.
dude, it had so much grit. It's a great paddle. It's a
Honestly,
great paddle.
I'm
A
okay with
tier,
playing
huh?
an 8. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah,
A
honestly,
tier, dude.
I believe the jelly. I agree with that. Actually, the Jellybean was a pretty good paddle when I got mine. So yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless
If
of the
you're
price, it's actually
Yeah.
really, really good.
I know it is cheap, but yeah,
Oh, I wasn't even thinking
it's
about
good.
price. So
No.
yeah, I mean, the price makes it even better, honestly. So yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is that it does really lack in power. Like
Yeah.
top, it's still okay ish. Like you could still put it away, but man, like when you're driving from baseline, be ready to like put your body into that shot. Like
Hey, but
if
you're
you
the
wanted to go
barbarian.
fast,
Whoever's
if
watching
you
this doesn't know, but you guys do that. I rely because I am not that powerful a player. I rely on pop, and because this one doesn't have much power to it either, like it did just make me feel weaker in that sense.
yeah, you have to be careful. It's definitely like you can unlock its potential if you're okay with swinging, like really just actually swinging. Um, yeah, it's solid. I like it.
All right. The all court. Do you guys play with this one much?
Honestly, that's my least favorite of the 11.6/24
It was
series.
also very oddly heavy for.
It is heavy,
Yeah,
and for how heavy it is, does not give you much power
Yeah.
or much
I haven't
stability.
tried one of the all court, so I really don't have an opinion on this one.
If I
I would
would
put
say
I would
like.
put that as C tier, honestly.
Oh
I'd
really?
actually I would put all court in C tier. I would also put Pro Saga, like the Pro Prism, in C tier, honestly. But like, I don't know. It's just so disappointing
Okay,
for
actually,
me,
for the
at least.
Prism, if you're choosing a control paddle, right? Like you're like peak performance control paddle. You're getting the Jellybean, you're getting the Lux, or you're getting the Prism. So I guess that's the best way to like put these
Yeah.
ones.
So I think the Prism gets outclassed though. I don't think it belongs in B,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
If you're
I
talking
think
like control paddle,
yeah.
if you're saying that way.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
the Jellybean has a lot more going for it because it can give you like the power and pop you need that the Prism I
Yeah.
feel like lacks.
At least the Prism isn't like as head heavy, but like the all courts for some reason felt just really
No,
sluggish.
yeah, it was very
Yeah.
slow.
And the feel off the face isn't amazing. Like, yeah, I don't know. Something about the all court just didn't click with me. Some people love that one though, but yeah,
It's
for
like
me,
a good all rounder for sure. I feel like well, also you gotta keep in mind that people do buy based on their budget and other things too. But in terms of just pure
yeah,
performance wise, I don't think the all court is like.
yeah, I would just get the jelly bean.
Mhm.
Yes.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. The quote unquote Walmart Yolas, the 11624 Power and the Alpha Pro Power. I'm gonna put these two in the same ish because I mean I'm biased towards the Alpha Pro Power in my opinion, but I feel like it's just a preference thing of whether you like it stiff with like low dwell or like kind of on the softer ish but more dwell. That's the way I would describe it too. But
Yeah,
power,
I feel like I play with them differently though.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess performance wise though, they're very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess it is performance, or it's feel like opinion based, but yeah, they do play differently. I would agree they do probably perform very similarly.
What are you guys putting them
Nope.
then?
I'll put them in
What
A, honestly.
what am A?
Yeah, I think they
like
go
next to
into
the
A
jelly
also.
bean. Like honestly, yeah. I like
Yeah,
these
Okay.
three paddles. Honestly, just A.
yeah. Because
about
so the power is stiffer, and
It
I would
is.
say has a little more power. Or honestly, yeah,
They're
it's
about
so
they're close
similar.
enough. They're like
They're
not
very
significantly
close, yeah.
different. Yeah.
This
It is
alpha,
stiffer.
This
Yeah.
new one though, like we're about to rate. Is this the old one?
This is the old one, the one that like
Old
was
one, yeah.
released like almost around last year, but no one really like. It was like a
Yeah.
limited release, and then it's actually
It's
one of my
gotta be-
favorites.
Yeah, I think this is like your paddle for sure. But for me, I could see it like low A or high B.
It's
I'll put it B.
I'll
Yeah.
put it B.
I think I liked it more than.
It's better
Honestly,
than
I liked it more than the
yeah.
Bantam, honestly.
I think it's better than the Bantam.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Bantam.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings that uses the Bantam, but like, so I'll just put it a little bit lower.
I mean, it's our
Yeah,
opinion.
it's,
right?
yeah, it's
that's
our
true.
opinion.
That's our opinion. Yeah.
No one
okay,
asked.
fair. No, that's true. No one asked for opinion. You're fair. That's right.
Yeah. To the viewers, this is my opinion.
That's my opinion.
I might even put it above the Olympus.
I'm saying put it above the Olympus, to be honest.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
How about the GX2 though?
No, not
Actually,
the
I might
GX2.
even.
No, I'll put it above the GX2.
Yeah, I think I would put it above GX2 as well.
In
I think
terms
the
of like
GX2
pure
was too-
performance,
Pure performance
Pure
wise,
performance.
I guess that's true. Performance-wise, okay. Performance-wise, I actually would put it below the Olympus. For me,
that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think this is a good spot.
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Oh,
Oh snap!
all right. Here's some of
All right.
Oh snap!
the J2K.
Paddle of the year
So this is the paddle of the year
last
from
year.
last year.
ooh, I mean,
Yes.
it's been pretty outclassed.
It's been outclassed, but it's gotta be A tier. It's gotta be A tier because it's still so good.
Honestly,
Is
yeah.
this the
Oh, no.
paddle
I mean,
that our
Alyssa
friend?
plays really well with it still.
Yeah, it's gotta be low A.
I would put it in high B.
It's another paddle I never got to try, so I
Yeah,
really don't.
better
have
than
an opinion for
GX2.
this.
Better than GX2, and it will live in the realm of the Jellybean on the A tier. Like it would be like, I would put it better than the Jellybean. But
Oh, really?
Really?
yeah, just because I think it's just a personal preference thing for me at that point, you know.
Well, okay. I guess I'll
think-
put it this way: like if you look at the Jellybean on its own, like you're someone that like wants to play this control-oriented like
Yeah.
pace, right? So
Yeah, I'm not control. Like I don't really play that much control.
so in
you know?
performance-wise, we're looking at the J2K. The J2K is designed kind of like more all-courty ish.
Yeah.
So as an all-court paddle, in terms of performance, do you think that it's like a B tier currently versus like any of the other potential
you know,
all-court-ish?
honestly, I like zoned out and forgot like this is not the NF or the FC. So
Oh my
this is
god.
yeah, this is a B.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a. I would put it B. I mean,
Yeah, it's the best of the B in my opinion. It's the best.
nowadays, I think, honestly, it's been quite outclassed in my opinion. I think it's a well balanced paddle. Has good spin, like it has really good spin. It does not hit very hard at all. Like, I don't think the power is like. Oh, we haven't gotten to the Ruby yet, but I would put like it slightly above the Ruby. It's like everything the Ruby does,
J2K does better.
but like a little, like an inch better. You know, like it's just
It's marginal. It's marginal.
yeah, very marginal. Like I would go with either the Ruby or the J2K. Like it would feel very similar to me.
I mean, if that's the case, you want to
Um,
just talk about the Ruby right now too? Then you would put it around the same.
Yep, I would.
Yeah, I mean they're still pretty relevant today, but like if it's pure performance wise, right?
I mean, B is a solid paddle though. I mean, so if you're
Yeah.
looking at this way, like,
Yeah,
you won't
yeah,
be
I would-
that sad
good.
about using it though.
I would
You're
put
like,
it like above the Luxx, and maybe above the Bantam, but like somewhere around there, I think,
these two
The Ruby?
together, or
or maybe above the Alpha. Yeah, those two together,
I
right?
think. Dude, okay, like that. Yeah, just my opinion. I think both those paddles are better than the Gearbox and the Olympus,
Yeah.
in terms of performance wise. Because, just because, it like the J2K, the original J2K, dude, this sweet spot was amazing. It had good enough power, pop, swing weight was great. Like I'm just talking about like stats, you know.
Mhm.
I think the J2K stats for me felt better compared to the GX and the Olympus. Not and like these are and this is like marginal. Like these are just
Yeah.
like an inch or two better, you know.
So
Yeah,
I would
like,
also
I
like
have
to
to
point
put a
out that
disclaimer.
the Spartus Olympus should be. You're viewing the Spartus Olympus, like, don't view them all together, because Spartus Olympus is supposed to be categorized as a power paddle. So I think it's just outclassed by all the power paddles at this point.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So, but like, excluding that, like, do you think that the HPC J2K, the Ruby, and the Gearbox GX2, which are all court, do you think that they're relatively like better than other all courts, or do you think like they're like B tier?
I think they're relatively better than in this B tier list. I think these are the best all court paddles.
How do you feel about the Alpha? Because I feel like the Alpha is also an all court paddle, not really a
It is
power
an
paddle.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
court for sure.
And I think
Like if that's because I feel like the Spartus is like eclipsed in terms of like the rating for like a power performance paddle. Then
Because at this
yeah.
point, I feel
I think
like
the Flamingo is a
B-tier-
power paddle.
I feel like
yeah,
the low end of
I would not.
B-tier-
I would choose other like power paddles over the Flamingo at this point.
yeah.
I think the low end of B tier, like we can clearly say, yeah, those belong there. But then from like Alpha to J2K, that is like just subjective. Like these are like it's
Yeah.
like marginal, you know.
Yeah,
So
I would
like
say so.
to be honest, we can put from J2K to Alpha in any order, and then I would be fine, honestly.
Yeah,
agree.
I would agree.
That's fair. Okay. All right. So the recent picks, the NF and the FC plus,
Double S, dude.
double S.
Double S. Double S.
For me, so this is where it came in. So the NF, for some reason, I feel has more grit than the Boomstick does. I don't know if that's just me, but it feels like it is.
It might
And
be around the same, or maybe more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
when I play with the NF, I feel like I do a good chunk of my shots better. I have a little bit more control on it than I do on the Boomstick.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that that's in part to the grit on it.
Mhm.
I've also noticed when I'm playing with the NF, I guess the ball is it. What do you call that? The ball dust or whatever that you
Yeah, the
when,
plastic
from hitting
dust,
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The residue is left on the NF, and I don't really get that at all on the Boomstick. And I mean that could be just how the grit is for the two different paddles, but it's just I tend to not have grit. Ball residue on any of my paddles, and that one I usually end up with a good amount of it.
Dude,
on the
I will
NF.
say my Boomstick is actually like dirty. It is dirty right now. It
Yeah,
has
you
so
see,
much-
for
It
some
could be the
reason,
coloring though too. It might be picking
Yeah,
up.
it could
but
be
you
also
might
be the
not see it.
coloring.
Yeah.
But I will say if you go for a lot of topspin shots, I notice the ball residue clings on to your paddle more. If you do a lot of topspin, like I do, very like my drives are very top spinny. Like I try to put a lot of topspin on it.
Mhm.
So I feel like just like kind of like that I don't want to say ping pong motion, but you know when you're really like just like brushing on the ball. I think because of all those grooves on all like those little holes on the pickleball ball, it like latches on, especially if you have a really gritty paddle and if it has like good dwell. I
Uh-huh.
feel like it just sticks in harder. Cause like mine, I could like show a picture. Mine is like dusty, dude. I gotta clean this thing. But my
The
personal
NF does
experience,
get really dusty though.
it does,
does.
yeah.
It
But
does.
you also gotta consider the paddle face is black, you know, so it's like it will
That
look
too. Yeah.
even more dirtier, right?
Mhm.
But I will say, I think this might be a thing for the boomsticks as well. Something I noticed with Selkirk, you can notice certain Selkirk paddles feel grittier than other Selkirk paddles, and that's just due to the spray grit, right? Some models I
The older
noticed
models,
that they-
yeah, the older models
yeah.
have the spray on
so
grits.
so what I'm curious, Levi, is I wonder if they may have not put as much in vinegar, maybe, or maybe just slightly less, because I mean your paddle's still very gritty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's not gritty. It's definitely quite gritty. It's
Or
just
maybe his NF is just
some reason-
ridiculously gritty. It just could be
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
maybe
outlier.
his-
Maybe
yeah.
it's
for
just
some reason,
insanely
whenever I
gritty.
played with that NF that we have, I just felt like it had every single time I felt the paddle face, it just felt like it had more grit than the boomstick did. My boomstick, I mean.
It's like
So I can't
ripping
say for
onto-
sure, obviously, but like it's just how it feels to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also agree the NF should be an S. For the FC Plus, I played with it a few times and I didn't like it as much as I like the NF. So I would say if we're gonna put it in S, also it'd be lower S, but I would say high A is where I would place that.
Yeah, I would. So with the NF, I think it belongs in S for me, but like I think it goes in lower S because like
Yep.
in terms of power and pop, it's not quite as power. There's like a big gap between the GX2 Power and the NF, I would say, or like I wouldn't say big because it's not really that big anymore, but like it's noticeable for sure. And with the NF, like the sweet spot is good, but so is the sweet spot in the GX and the Boomstick, the GX2 Power and the Boomstick. The only thing I actually don't like about the NF is just how the balance of the paddle is. It does feel a little head heavy, and so does the FC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, the NF is head heavy. Yes.
And that I don't enjoy. It the NF also feels a little too stiff and dense for me.
It's very dense.
It
The
is dense.
FC Plus is a little less dense in my opinion. But similar power, but it still has that kind of head heaviness,
Yeah.
which
I,
I
I,
don't enjoy.
I will say,
Yeah.
like, because I'm considering all these paddles at their peak performance, like with the weight and everything, so it counterbalances and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I put the weight on and counterbalance like the head heaviness, and it feels great, I still think it's on the ending part of the S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would
no,
agree.
I agree. It is a great paddle, and when I put the coin on the end cap to make it balance out the head heaviness, it was a much better feeling paddle in the hand. But it's still, I still feel like it is lower S than the other paddles.
Yeah, maybe it's just
With
the
the
shape
exception of
itself,
one
though.
because I don't play I didn't like the other one, but still.
Might just have to try out the different shapes and see how they feel.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see what the wide body would
Oh,
feel
that's
like.
true. Yeah.
Or even like the long handle of the NF.
Yeah, they have like a J6 shape, and that looks really cool. I'm excited to see that one. Like, out of all the shapes, that's the one that I would see. I actually did
J6.
get
I
to
think
try
that
the
one looks kind of
FC.
funny.
Really? I like it. I guess I like weird shaped paddles. All right.
Get the JF or J4.
No.
Oh
No,
God!
I
no.
think
Get
the
outta
next two
here.
paddles on our list, I don't recall playing with ever, so
I've
I don't
used all
really
of
have an
these, yeah.
opinion for them.
These are like
we're not gonna do
these
the
are
last one.
throwback.
It's just gonna be like
Yeah.
these two, like, cause the double black diamond was paddle of the year, the one before the J2K.
Yep.
And
Oh, I see.
yeah,
These
So
are
this is
throwback
this is
paddles.
all away from my time. Not
Yeah.
even close.
These are throwback paddles. The pioneers. They used to ride these
Well,
things
I mean,
all day.
Shogun's pretty decently new. I would say the
It
Shogun
was
came
last year.
after the J2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Shogun, like I mean I had the Shogun, and if I had to put it, I would put it B tier, up, and I would put it either before or after the Bantam, in my opinion. It's an all court paddle, in my opinion. Even with weight, it felt like an all court paddle. It's like an upgraded version of the Vatic Pro Prism. Like literally, that's all it is. I think it's just an upgraded version of it. It has a titanium face, and it's just solid. Like it wasn't like amazing at one specific thing. It was just good at everything. That's my opinion on it.
Mhm.
It wasn't a wow factor paddle, but it's just like, oh, you use it and you're like, huh, okay. Like it's decent. Like it's like all around. Like can't go
Mhm.
wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only played like one game with it as well. It wasn't like remarkable for me, so I would agree.
It's just, I think it just got eclipsed by a lot of it. Like an all court at that time, it was amazing. But like, look at all these all courts that we have right now. Like the
Mhm.
Alpha,
Yeah.
the Ruby, the J2K, the like. I mean, even
Yeah,
right
you
now,
had the Ruby or the J2K, there was no reason to upgrade to the Shogun.
Yeah.
You know,
you could just argue that
unless you
like the
wanted to
carbon
test
is
out the
like
titanium.
the carbon could technically be considered like all corish, considering how like powerful all the paddles are. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last one because the Pro Flash, like I guess like we could just put the Pro Flash with the Prism though. They're basically around the
Yeah,
same.
it's
Yeah,
very
it's-
similar.
All right,
I'll put it below the prisms because prisms are newer. But yeah,
this one used to be so. I actually really like this one. Like the
Hmm.
Sakura flower one was
I
so
don't-
pretty.
Oh yeah, it was
Almost-
a good looking paddle.
remember how this play? This one, the one that's super heavy, or is that the triple black diamond?
I think that's
Triple
the
black
triple.
diamond. Triple black. I
There's
actually
a-
have the triple black.
There's a triple black diamond.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a really long handle.
Oh my goodness.
But this paddle, I used to have this as well. I just think it's better than the I think it's better than the it's better than the Shogun, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's better than the Shogun. I think it performs better than the Shogun.
So you're gonna
The
put
double
the
black
Saga?
or the triple black?
The double black. I think double
Oh,
black
okay.
diamond specifically performs better than the Shogun.
So you think it
I
performs
would
better
say
than
the
the
Saga
Sagas?
goes. I feel like the Saga goes higher.
I think Saga goes
at
higher.
least.
That's
I
what
don't
I
like the
thought.
Sagas,
Yeah.
but I think it goes higher.
I think it goes
Yeah.
in between the
Alpha
butter
and the
and
Bantam.
yeah, or
Oh.
either or. Like I said, these like
Yeah.
from Bantam to the end, it's pretty flexible. But I would say for sure, like we got to put some respect on the Saga, the double black diamond for sure,
I feel like
because
the B category should
yeah.
be split in two. I think we can split the B into two.
Yeah.
So if I'm
Like B
Let's move all the
minus.
C's to D.
Yeah. Oh god,
And
this
then-
feels bad. This
And then
feels
everything
bad.
after the Bantam goes into C.
Yeah, honest, this feels bad, but
okay.
I think everything after the Pro Sagas go into C maybe. Just because it's
I mean,
older, you know,
to
like
be fair, yeah, these ones
other
are
than the
outdated.
Flamingo,
though.
I just-
yeah, they are
Yeah.
outdated.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Flamingo's. I would say I put the Flamingo in at least the top of C.
Yeah, I would agree with that though.
Yeah.
Dude, this feel okay. I won't. Okay, we need to also say these D tier paddles. Like the Flash is still really good, even though we put it.
Yeah, it's just like
It
would
got
I buy
outclassed-
one
it
of
got
these?
outclassed. Yeah,
would I buy one of these new for full price
No.
right now?
yeah, no.
Like,
It's like why?
yeah.
Would you
Whoa,
get
whoa,
that,
no
or would you
financial
rather
advice,
get the
guys.
I know, no financial advice, but like
Performance,
honestly, like if you can
performance.
buy any of these other
Not everyone's
paddles,
opinion, yeah.
why would you buy why would you buy a Flash over like
Yeah.
any of
Yeah,
these?
performance
other
wise, they're
paddles?
just outclassed now.
Yeah,
Like they're
performance
good.
wise, they're
but-
outclassed. Yeah, like you rather get a J2K rather than a Pro Flash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
So yeah, I like this list. I think this is like I think we'll always be like editing it throughout the months, you know, because
Yeah.
there's gonna be newer paddles. And honestly, I think once there's too many paddles, we'll probably have to like start kicking stuff out because they're too outdated.
Probably like take everything from the D tier out, and then just like adding,
Yeah, or even like
Adding
there's
paddles in
some
there.
there's some stuff in like C tier that's getting really old. Like we might have to start recycling out the C. But I think for now, like this
yeah.
is like the general consensus. Like this is what I see out in the courts. You know? What I'm
Yeah,
saying?
from like
Yeah.
S to like C is what I hear. I mean, I guess I see all of them to be honest. So these are the ones I see quite a bit on the
yeah,
court.
I still see a lot of them.
Dude,
Why,
I still
yeah,
see
all these
so many
paddles.
power airs out there, dude. It is
That's what I'm
insane.
saying. That's why I put it in the list too, because just like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But-
not a bad
yeah.
paddle. It's just like they're just
Outclassed.
outclassed.
I'm still seeing
many
like the
newer, better ones,
Yola Gen 2 paddles. So
That's true.
yeah.
I actually never played with those, so that's why I didn't add them to the list.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
haven't played
didn't-
with them
I haven't
either.
played with them either.
well,
like-
I played one game with one, but like I feel like it just feels very similar to like paddles around like the Vatic Pros and the double black diamond
Yeah.
kind of feel.
We're gonna think of the next tier list though, but I do agree that some of these could be definitely phased out, especially like, I mean, I'm okay with keeping a few C's and D's just so we can have like comparison of other ones, you know?
Yeah. It phased out as in like, there's obviously so many paddles coming out that like
September is gonna be huge.
yeah, and just purely performance wise, yeah, they're gonna get outclassed. But honestly, like I could still play with a Pro Flash. I could still play with a Prism.
They're better than Walmart
it's...
paddles still. They're still better
Oh
than
yeah, for
Walmart.
sure. Yeah, they're. And if you have one, like, is there, like if you have one and you're playing a lot and you're getting like really into like tournaments and stuff like that, then I would consider upgrading.
Uh-huh.
But if you're just playing recreationally, I would just use it until it breaks and then just a new paddle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it, especially at rec level, I don't know if getting a new paddle will necessarily make you better.
Mm-mm.
It is fun to get a new paddle though. So.
It is.
There's a high
Yeah.
using a new paddle.
Oh yeah, there is, but yeah. Is there a reason to get one other than that?
How else am I supposed to like fill in my highness? You know, my dopamine.
How else do we excuse our mistakes? Oh, new paddle.
Yeah. What else am I gonna blame it on?
You have to blame it on the new paddle.
Always the new paddle.
I'm not a 5-0 because I don't have a boomstick.
Agreed.
Stuck in 2-5 because I don't have
Well,
a
then
boomstick.
what does that say about me? I'm stuck in 1-3 and I have a boomstick.
All right.
You gotta flip those numbers.
It's okay. In
around.
2 months, there'll be something better than the boomstick.
So I can get to a 1-5. Perfect.
Oh, baby.
All right, cool. I think that's about
Yeah.
it for this list, right?
Yep, that's everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.